Hello, everyone. Well, let's see. Today, I'll make up a story about Winnie. We all know Winnie is W-I-N-N-I-E. So let's see. Winnie went to school and she learned how to add 2 plus 2. Now, Winnie can tell you what 2 plus 2 is, but maybe not everybody knows. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So Winnie went to school and learned what 2 plus 2 is, but she said that they gave her too much homework. And her teacher was a he. Her teacher's name was Fred. He was very hard on the kids because he gave them lots of homework. But that was okay because Winnie loves homework. And she even asked him, "Are you going to give me more problems to do? I will write them down on the paper, and then I will add them up," she said. She was so happy when he said, "Yes, Winnie, I will give you more homework." And she said, and then she said, "I am happy too, and so will my mom and dad be happy." But her friend, Harriet, was not happy. Harriet said, "No, I do not want to do more homework. Why are you picking on me?" But nobody was really picking on Harriet. Everybody in the class had to do homework. So Harriet's dad came out to help her with the big problems, B-I-G. But she was able to solve the little problems. So she could add up the numbers, and when she finished doing all her homework, she was able to go outside and play with Winnie. And Winnie was all done because Winnie can work so fast. And said to her friend Harriet, she said, "I am," whoops, let's find the word am. "I am happy that you can now come out on the playground to play with me." And that is my story today. My made-up story today. But that's not the other story I'm going to tell you. So, the other story is, let's see what we will say here. We will say, what, W-A-T-D, what is this book, B-O-O-K, what is this book about? A-B-O-U-T, what is the book about? Well, it is a story about the hippo named Holly. Isn't that funny? She has the name Holly. Now, our Holly looks more like a swan because she's so pretty and graceful, but our hippo is kind of cute. She's pink, and look at that. It looks like she likes to swim. And the story says, Holly's Day at the Pool. So I wonder what this story is about. Well, if I look at the picture, I see that Holly, I think that's her little sister, and her name is Dot. Maybe because she wears dots. So that's Holly and Dot. And, let's see, it says, Holly the hippo imagines the worst of things. She's a little bit like Grandma, and she says, well, what if this happens, or what if that happens? Sometimes she's afraid to do things because she's afraid something bad will happen. So let's see what happens in this story. We have Holly, and then we have Holly's dad, and we have her sister, Dot, and we have Dot's toys. So, I'm going to turn this so we can read the story. Holly's day at the pool. Well, oh, look at this. See up in that tree? That's a stuffed pig, which I believe is the toy of Dot. Oh, and the toy's name is Piggy Wig. So, when Piggy Wig is stuck in a tree, Holly is the only one who can save him. Piggy Wig is Dottie's favorite toy. Don't worry, Dottie, says Holly, and she lets her imagination run wild. I am very brave. So here he is up in the tree. But Holly, in her imagination, thinks she has to climb this mountain to get the Piggy Wiggy up there. So she says, I'm very brave, and her daddy says, I agree. So Dad says, now let's go to the pool. Pool? Says Daddy. Yay! No! Says Holly. I don't want to go to the pool, says Holly. Well, why doesn't she want to go to the pool? Well, she says, what if the water is too cold? That's pretty cold water. Look at the penguins are there. And Holly is really cold. Well, what does her dad say about that? Well, it might be a little cold at first, says Daddy, but the longer you stay in the water, the nicer it'll feel. That does happen. When you guys go to the pool, and sometimes the water feels very cold at first, but you get used to it. Then Holly said, what if I get water in my eyes? Look at that. She's thinking like she's under a waterfall. What if I get water in my nose or my ears? She's really worried. What does Dad say? Dad says, well, wipe the water away if it gets in your eyes, says Daddy. Give a snort, snort if it gets in your nose. Shake, shake, shake your head like this if it gets in your ears. See how she's shaking her head? And, so now Holly says, well, what if, look at this. What if I sink, sink, sink to the bottom? Look at that. That's kind of a special pool if it has all those fish in it and it's so deep. Look at all the fish around there. Now, what does Dad say to that? He says, if you feel yourself sinking, remember your swimming lessons, says Daddy. Hold your breath and kick your legs. Stroke with your arms. You guys have taken swimming lessons. You know that's what to do when you're in the water. But then Holly says, well, what if a big, scary, snapping turtle pinches me? Look at how big. She's a hippo, and the turtle is bigger than a hippopotamus. I don't think I've ever seen a turtle that big. But now she's afraid that that might be in the pool. Dad said, as you can see, Holly, Daddy says, there aren't any snapping turtles here. Are you ready to take a splash? Splash! Well, let's see, I see giraffes and elephants and mice. Interesting. No, says Holly. What if... Sploosh! Uh-oh. That looks like Piggy Wiggy. Piggy Wig! Dottie cries. Oh! Holly says, don't worry, says Holly. I will save Piggy Wig. She puts on her goggles. She reaches in with her hand. Oh. Then she tries reaching in with her foot. I don't know. She holds her breath and she jumps in. Brrr! And the water is chilly at first. Oh, but soon it feels okay. It feels kind of nice. Holly saves Piggy Wig. Then she kicks with her legs and strokes with her arm all the way to the side of the pool. Holly wipes the water from her eyes, and she snorts the water from her nose, and she shakes the water from her ears. Here you go, says Holly. Holly saved Piggy Wig, says Dottie. Yay! Holly was her hero. You are an excellent swimmer and a good sister and a very brave girl, says Daddy. I am all of those things, Holly agrees, but I am especially brave. Well, except for turtles, says Dottie. Ooh, do you think she's afraid of turtles? Let's see. Ah! Holly cries, you're right. And there is a big, scary, snapping turtle in the bowl. Ah! Oh, wait a minute. It's only me, says Birdie. We're all playing pool tag, and you're it. It turns out Holly is very good at playing pool tag, too. And especially Cannonball Splash. Oh boy, she really makes a splash when she jumps in, doesn't she? Looks like she's having a lot of fun at the pool. Daddy, what if I never want to leave this pool? Well, we can always come back tomorrow, said Daddy. Tomorrow? Said Dot. Now, you know, Holly was pretty brave this whole time at the pool. I don't know if I ever saw Dot get in the pool. I think she has to help Dot learn how to swim with her dad so they can go in the pool. Well, maybe that's a whole other story, how Dot learns how to swim. Okay, that is our story for today. I hope you're all having a wonderful day in the sunshine, and I will see you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.